Hello students, today we will discuss the paragraph questions related to the chapter parabola. So, in the linked paragraph questions, we have to know the concepts thoroughly about the particular chapter. Here the chapter is parabola. Let us do some of the paragraphs and read those paragraphs. Let us do some of the problems corresponding to them. Okay, let us begin the class DS. The concept is related to parabola. This is the paragraph. Read the paragraph thoroughly and let us do the problems related to that paragraph. What is the paragraph here? Two tangents on the parabola which are x minus y equal to 0 and x plus y equals to 0. 2, 3 is the focus of that parabola. So, this is the focus of the parabola 2, 3. Then the equation of the tangent at the vertex is what? That is the question. How many tangents are given to you? These are the two tangents. One is x minus y equal to 0 and other one is x plus y equal to 0. And 2, 3 is one focus. What they are asking? The equation of tangent at the vertex. So let us try to draw the rough diagram. This is the parabola. Two tangents are given to you. What is that? One is x plus y equal to 0, other one is x minus y equal to 0. So, this is the one of the tangent. This is the another tangent. These are the two tangents. And focus of the parabola is also given to you. This is focus SA. Now, they are asking the tangent at vertex of the parabola. That is the question. So, what is the logic behind this problem? How to crack this one? My dears, we know that the foot of perpendicular drawn from focus to any tangent of parabola lies on what? Tangent at the vertex. The locus of foot of perpendicular drawn from focus to tangent is tangent at the vertex. So, your point lies on the tangent at vertex. That is the foot. Similarly, the foot of perpendicular drawn from the focus to the second tangent is also lies on the tangent at vertex. So this is the simple idea. Once if we get that idea, immediately we can write the equation of tangent at that point. So you find the two foot of perpendiculars drawn from focus to the two given tangents. We get 2 points on the line. Once if you have 2 points on the line, you can immediately write the equation by the formula y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1 by finding the slope itself. So your target becomes finding the foot of perpendiculars from 2, 3 to both the lines. Your point is 2, 3. This is x1, y1. And the first line is what? X minus y equals to 0. This is x minus y equal to 0. We have to find out the foot of perpendicular. Suppose the foot is a h, k. H minus 2 by 1 is equals to k minus 3 by minus 1 is equals to minus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. That is 1 plus 1, 2. This is 1 by 2. So h is equals to 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 5 by 2. Next, k is equals to what? K equals to, that is minus 1 by 2 plus 3, that is 5 by 2. Therefore, first foot of the perpendicular is 5 by 2, 5 by 2. This is 5 by 2, 5 by 2. Again, we have to find out the foot of perpendicular drawn from same focus 2, 3 to the next line x plus y equals to 0. Your second line equation is what? X plus y is equals to 0. Now, h minus x1 by a. H minus 2 by 1 is equals to k minus 3 by 1 is equals to minus of ax1 plus b by 1, 2 plus 3 by a square plus b square, that is equals to 1 plus 1. That is equals to minus 5 we have. So h is equals to minus 5 by 2 is there. H is equals to minus 5 by 2 plus 2. This is nothing but minus 1 by 2. Again k minus 3 equals to minus 5 by 2. implies k is equals to 3 minus 5 by 2. That is equals to 1 by 2 you have. So minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 is the another foot. These 2 foot of perpendiculars lies on what? Axis of the tangent at the vertex of the parabola. This is tangent at the vertex. So we have 2 points. These are the points on tangent at vertex. That is 5 by 2 comma 5 by 2 is 1 point. Minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 is another point. Can you find the slope of the line joining of these 2 points? You can easily find out that one. 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2 by 5 by 2. This is minus 5 by 2 minus of minus plus 1 by 2. What is that? 5 minus 1, 4 by 2, that is 2 by 6 by 2, that is 3. 2 by 3 is the slope of line. So the equation of any line having slope 2 by 3 is what? 2x minus 3y. Substitute any one of the point. Substitute this point here, 5. 5 by 2 into 2, that is nothing but 5, minus 5 by 2 into 3, minus 15 by 2. So 4x minus 6y is equals to minus 5 by 2, minus 5. You are cross multiplying that one. 4x minus 6y is equals to minus 5. 4x minus 6y plus 5 is equals to 0. 4x minus 6y plus 5 equal to 0. This is the first option. 4x minus 6y plus 5 equal to 0. This is the equation of tangent at vertex. So the idea is only one important here. The finding the foot of perpendicular drawn from the point to the two lines is very easy for everyone. So the one and only idea is the locus of foot of perpendicular drawn from focus to any tangent gives the tangent at the vertex. That is the one and only concept. So what is answer? The equation of tangent at vertex is 4x minus 6y plus 5 is equals to 0. Let us move for the next problem related to the same paragraph. So this is the same paragraph. The length of the latus rectum of the parabola is what? Suppose this is the parabola. You know the focus of the parabola. This is focus of parabola. Already you know the equation of tangent at the vertex of the parabola also. We know that the distance from focus to the tangent at vertex A, that is AS is equals to A. Once if you find that perpendicular distance into 4 gives the length of the lattice rectum. Lattice rectum is nothing but the focal chord perpendicular to axis. If it is A units, automatically this will be 4A units. So we have the equation of tangent at vertex. What is the equation of tangent at vertex? This is 4x minus 6y plus 5. 4x minus 6y plus 5. 4x minus 6y plus 5 is equals to 0 is the equation of tangent at vertex. Let us find A value. A is nothing but the perpendicular distance from focus. What is the focus of the parabola? 2, 3. You just find the perpendicular distance. That is modulus of AX1. 4 2s are 8 minus 6 3s are 18 plus 5 by root of A square plus B square. 16 plus 36. So this is nothing but minus 10. Minus 10 plus 5, that is minus 5. We have the modulus 5 by root of 52. 36 plus 16. That is 52. So you have 5 by 2 root 13. This is the value of A. So can you get the 4A value or not? 4A is equals to 4 times of 5 by 2 root 13. So 2 times cancel out. That is equals to 10 by root 13. 10 by root 13 is the length of the lattice rectum of the parabola. So none of this is the answer. Length of the lattice rectum, that means the perpendicular distance from focus to the tangent vertex gives A into 4 gives the length of the lattice rectum. So 5 by 2 root 13, this is the value. is the value of a. 4 times you have to multiply that one. 10 by root 13 is the answer. So 8 minus 18, that is minus 10. Minus 10 plus 5 is minus 5. Modulus is there. 5 by root 52 is there. Into 4 times gives the length of the lattice rectum of the parabola. Now let us see the next question related to the same paragraph. This is the thing. See here, P, Q are ends of the focal chord of the parabola. Then 1 by SP plus 1 by SQ is what? That is the question. If it is parabola, P, SQ is focal chord. Then we know the result 1 by SP plus 1 by SQ is equals to 2 by L. 2 by L we mean 2 by 2A. L means semi-lattice rectum. That is nothing but 1 by A. You have the value of A. You just reverse that one, you get the required answer. What is the value of A? From the previous question, you have the value of A is what? 5 by 2 root 13. 5 by 2 root 13. 5 by 2 root 13. So 1 by A value is 2 root 13 by 5. 2 root 13 by 5. 2 into root 13 by 5 is the answer. There is nothing here, none of this. So 1 by SP plus 1 by SQ is equals to 2 by L. So after getting the perpendicular distance, immediately we obtain the equation. So once if you have the tangent equation, we can find the perpendicular distance from the focus to the tangent at vertex. That gives A into 4 gives length of the lattice rectum. After getting the length of lattice rectum, another question is like this. 1 by SP plus 1 by SQ is nothing but 2 by L. So 2 root 13 by 5. Here is the answer. 2 root 13 by 5 is there. This is the answer, not none of this. 1 by SP plus 1 by SQ is equals to 2 by L. We mean the 2 by 2A. L is nothing but length of semi-lattice rectum, that is 1 by A. You have A value is 5 by 2 root 13. So on reverse, you have 2 root 13 by 5. This is 2 into root 13 by 5 is the answer. Understand? This is the answer. So one and only logic behind this problem is the foot must and should be lies on the tangent at vertex. The remaining two things are dummy actually. So once if you have the tangent at vertex, you can write the perpendicular distance from focus to the tangent at vertex, that gives A, into 4 gives length of the lattice rectum, that is 4A. Already you know the very well-known concept, that is 1 by SP plus 1 by SQ is 2 by L. L is semi-lattice rectum. On simplifying, that becomes 1 by A. Already you know the value of A, and hence you get the value 2 root 13 by 5. Understand? Now let us move for the next paragraph. This is the paragraph. So read thoroughly the paragraph. Let us try to solve the corresponding problems. Y square is equal to 4x and y square equal to minus 8 times of x minus a intersect at points A and C. These are two parabolas intersected A and C. The points origin 0, 0, A, comma, B, A, comma, 0 and C are concyclic. This is the important thing. The 4 points OA, B, C are concyclic. What is B? A, comma, 0. Okay, leave that one. With the help of this concept, that is the paragraph, linked paragraph, you have to crack the following questions. The first one is, the length of the common chord of the parabolas is what? That is the question. You have to find out the length of the common chord of the two parabolas. So just to observe the both parabolas, we have y square is equal to 4x is the first parabola, and y square is equals to minus 8 times of x minus a is the another parabola. Its length of lattice rectum is 4, its length of lattice rectum is 8, but it is reverse words because you have minus here. Now, my dears, let us draw the diagram. Y square equal to 4x is the standard form of the parabola. That may be like this. And what is the vertex here? 0, 0. The vertex of the parabola is 0, 0. It's denoted by O here. This is O. and the second parabola is y square is equal to minus 8 times of x minus a. Its vertex is with what? A comma 0 with the length of latus rectum 8 units. So this is the parabola. Say its vertex is at a comma 0. Its length of latus rectum is more than that 4. So I am writing in this manner. So O is 0, 0. They are intersected A and C. These are the points of intersections A and C. And moreover, B is A comma 0. This is B, they are saying. Now these 4 points are concyclic. These 4 points are concyclic, they are given to you. You have to find out the length of the common chord. So these two curves intersected, these points A and C. We have to find out the length of the common chord as shown in this figure. This is the chord. So to find that chord, what is the main information to you? These 4 points are concyclic. So these 4 points are concyclic means one circle passing through these 4 points. This is the thing. This is the circle passing through the 4 points. This is the information. We have to find out the length of the common chord for these two curves. My dears, this is the x-axis. The parabolas, both parabolas are symmetric about this axis. Immediately, this becomes diameter of your circle. Am I correct? So, when it is diameter of the circle, this is the point on the circumference of circle. Therefore, angle in semicircle is what? 90 degrees. You have angle in semicircle is 90 degrees. Just by join these points of intersections, we have, this is the angle 90 degrees. Similarly, you have here also the angle is 90 degrees. This is the first important thing you have to observe. The curves are symmetric about x-axis, then OB becomes diameter to the required concyclic circle. At that time, the angle in semicircle is 90 degrees. Angle A equal to 90, angle C is also immediately 90. My dears, first of all, we solve these both curves, that is both parabolas. Immediately we obtain the coordinates of A and C. So what is the first equation? Y square equal to 4x, and second one is y square equal to minus 8 times of x minus a. Equate both y square values. What we obtain? 4x is equals to minus 8x plus 8a. So take this one to the left side. 12x is equals to 8a. Implies x is equals to 2a by 3. 4 2's, 4 3's. You have the value of x in this manner. Substitute x here. We get the value of y. Y square is equals to what? 4 2's are 8a by 3. Implies y is equals to plus or minus root of 8a by 3. So the points of intersections are 2a by 3 comma root of 8a by 3. 2a by 3 comma root of 8a by 3, and another one is 2a by 3 comma minus root of 8a by 3. So these are the 2 points. What is the length immediately? 2 times of root of 8a by 3. So the distance between here to here is that one. So your job goes to evaluation of the value of A. You have to find out the value of A. So one and only the thing is you have the angle is 90 degrees. So angle is 90 degrees. These are non-vertical lines. Product of slopes is equals to minus 1. With the help of the product of slopes minus 1, you can crack the value of A. From that, you can write the length of the common chord. That is the idea of the problem. Okay. So, after getting the points of intersections, make the product of slopes to minus 1. So, what is the slope of OA? Slope of OA is equals to, just it is 0, 0, root of 8a by 3 by 2a by 3. slope of AB is equals to root of 8a by 3 minus 0, that is nothing but root of 8a by 3 by 2a by 3 minus a. Okay, now its product is what? Minus 1. This is say m1, this is say m2. m1 m2 is equals to minus 1. Implies by product these two, the square root will be vanish. 8a by 3 whole divided by 2a by 3 into 2a minus 3a by 3, that is nothing but minus a by 3. Minus a by 3 is equals to minus 1. This minus minus gets cancelled. 3 gets cancelled. 2a cancel out 4 times. So, by take that 3 to the numerator, 12 by a equal to 1. We have 12 by a is equal to 1, implies a is equals to 12. So, you have the value a is equals to 12. So, after getting the value of a, we can easily find the length of the common chord. So, I am erasing this one. When a is equals to 12, the length of the common chord is what, my dears? Length of the common chord is nothing but the distance from here to here, that is AB. So 2a by 3, 2a by 3 same, 2 times of root of 8a by 3. AB is equals to 2 times of root of 8a by 3. Already you know the value of a is equals to 12. Substitute just here, 2 times of root of 8 by 3 times of 12. So this is 4 times. So your value is 2 root 32. That is nothing but 2 into 4 into root 2. So 8 root 2. You have the value 8 root 2. This is the correct answer. Length of the chord, common chord is 8 root 2. This is the problem, very simple, but the first thing you have to observe, the angle is 90 degrees. Because angle in semicircle is 90 degrees. You know all of that, the angle in semicircle is 90 degrees. That is important thing, but you have to observe from the figure itself, this is OB is diameter to the concyclic circle. All of you know the angle in semicircle is 90 degrees, but you have to observe that OB is diameter to that circle. Immediately you can crack that one. And moreover, one thing you have to do, you have to solve these two curves, equate both y squares. Immediately we can write the line equation and solve with that circle. You get the points of intersections as 2a by 3 comma root of 8a by 3 and also like this. So after getting the value of a by making the product of slopes as minus 1, then you can easily write the value of AB as 2 times of root 8a by 3 on substituting the value of a as 12. You get the length of the common chord as 8 root 2. Okay. And let us move for the next question related to the same paragraph. What is that? The area of the cyclic quadrilateral OABC is what? So this is the same paragraph. The question is what? Area of the quadrilateral OABC. What is OABC? This is OABC. This is OABC. You have to find out the area of this quadrilateral. What is the area of quadrilateral? Half into length of the diagonals product. Half into OB into AC. So we will do that problem solution here itself. I am going to erase this one. Okay. Now what is the area of that quadrilateral? Half times of product of the lengths of the diagonals. So area is equals to area of the quadrilateral OABC is equals to half into OB into AC. half into, what is OB? The distance from O to B is A units. This is 0, 0, that is A. A times of AC, the distance from here to here. Just we find the distance, what is that? 8 root 2. Half of, all of you know that the value of A is 12 for this paragraph, into 8 root 2. This is 6, 48 root 2. So the answer is 48 root 2 for the next question. 48 root 2. This is 48 root 2. Area of the quadrilateral is 48 root 2. Once if you have the value of A, the remaining things automatically we obtain. So the first question is very, very important to crack that one. After getting the first question, the immediate questions easily we crack that one. Next, this is the question, third question related to the same paragraph. Tangents to the parabola y square is equal to 4x at A and C intersects the points D, and the tangent to the parabola y square is equal to minus 8 times of x minus A intersect at the point E. The area of the quadrilateral DAEC is what? So tangents are drawn at where? A and C to the points of intersections. They intersect the point D, and the tangent to the parabola y square is equal to minus 8 times of x minus A intersect at point E. So these are the points of intersections drawn at the tangents are drawn at A comma C. They meet at E and D respectively. Then area of the quadrilateral DAEC is what? That is the question. So this is the parabola, first parabola. This is your second parabola. These are the points of intersections. So this is O. This is the point A intersection. This is A. This is the point C. This is B. Now draw the tangents at A and C to the first parabola. Because the curves are symmetric about x-axis, their point of intersection must and should be on the x-axis. So this is the point. What is that point? They are given to you? D. This is the point D. And also draw the tangents at A and C to the second curve. They intersect at what? They are given to you? E. Now what you have to find out? You have to find out the area of the quadrilateral DAEC. DAEC. You have to find out the area of this quadrilateral now. So same formula. Area of quadrilateral is half of product of the diagonals. So all of you know that the length, what is that? 8 root 2, I think so. So let us just check that length of the common chord. What is the length of the common chord? 8 root 2. This is 8 root 2. And the points are what? 2a by root 3 comma root of 8a by 3 and 2a by 3 comma minus root of 8a by 3. What they are doing? They have done the tangents. They draw the tangents at their points of intersections. So this is the point of intersection. This is lies on what? Axis. This is D. And this is the tangent to the curve at this point of intersection. Another tangent is like that. This is the point. You have, once if you have to find the D and E values, you can write the area of the quadrilateral also. How to write that one? So write the tangent equations and solve them. You get the points D and E. So you can write the distance from here to here. After getting the distance, already you know the distance. What is the distance? 8 root 2. This is 8 root 2. Once if you have this distance dA, you can write half into 8 root 2 into dE. Half into 8 root 2 times of ED. How to get the coordinates of E and D? Write the equations of tangents at 2a by root 3 comma root of 8a by 3 to the parabola y square is equals to 4x as well as y square equal to minus 8 times of x minus a. Okay, you get the points of intersections. Once if you get the point of intersections, you can easily find DE and then apply the formula half into 8 root 2 into ED, you get the required answer. So, your job is becomes write the equations of tangents at these points of intersections. All of you know the tangents point of tangent equation at the particular point is S1 equal to 0. Again you have to write the equation of tangent, that is S1 is equal to 0 at this point. If you are not going to in that method, write the equation, that is the common chord. It is common chord is nothing but just equate the both lines, both y square values, y square equal to minus 8 times of x minus a, you get some line equation. Find the pole of that parabola with respect to that line, that is n by l comma minus 2a m by l. Similarly, find the pole with respect to this parabola, you get that point. After getting both the points d and e, you can write the length ed and you can find half of 8 root 2 times of ed. Or otherwise, you just write the equation of tangents at these 2 points, find their points of intersections and find ed distance and make half of 8 root 2 into ed. You get the required area of that quadrilateral ADEC. Okay. For that, if you do finding the values of D and E, you can write the area of that quadrilateral half of AC into DE. So, you can track in this manner, we get the one of the option. You have 96 times of root 2, you will get that answer. Okay. Next paragraph, this is the paragraph. Y equal to x is tangent to the parabola, y is equal to ax square plus c. If a is equals to 2, then the value of c is what? This is the first question. Just that is the paragraph. Y equal to x is tangent to the parabola, y is equals to ax square plus c. So, y is equal to x is tangent. It is tangent. It is tangent to y is equals to ax square plus c. If a equal to 2, what is the value of c? That is the first question. When this is the line is tangent to that curve, that is second degree curve, you just substitute line in there and its b square minus 4ac constant should be 0 because this is the tangent to that curve. So instead of y, you just write x is equals to ax square plus c. So ax square minus x plus c is equals to 0. This is quadratic equation. Its roots are the points of intersections of the line and curve. Since the line is tangent to that one, both points of intersections are coincides with one point. That is nothing but the point of contact. So its discriminant must and should be 0. B square minus 4ac is equals to 0. So what is b square minus 1 whole square? Minus 4 times of a into c is equals to 0. Implies 4ac is equals to 1. This is the condition you have. When a is equals to 2, we have 8c is equals to 1, implies c is equals to 1 by 8. Therefore, the value of c is 1 by 8. This is simple question. Option D is correct option. So, what is the value of c? 1 by 8. Just we are doing the discriminant to 0. B square minus 4ac equal to 0. We obtain c is equals to 1 by 8. Let us move for the next question. For the same paragraph, y equal to x is tangent to the parabola, y equal to ax square plus c. That is the paragraph, same paragraph. This is the second question related to that paragraph. If 1 comma 1 is point of contact, then the value of a is what? So we have the concept 4ac is equals to 1. By taking b square minus 4ac equals to 0, 4ac is equals to 1. And 1 comma 1 is the point of contact. That means the point lies on both curves, y equal to x and y equal to ax square plus c. So by substituting 1 comma 1 in your line, in your curve, y is equals to a plus c you have. What is y value? 1. X value is also 1. 1 is equals to a plus c. 4ac is 1. What you have to correct? You have to find out the value of a. So you have to eliminate c. C is equals to 1 minus a. You substitute c equal to 1 minus a here. 4a times of 1 minus a is equals to 1. That is 4a minus 4a square is equal to 1. We mean 4a square minus 4a plus 1 equal to 0. It is nothing but 2a minus 1 whole square is equals to 0. We mean a is equals to 1 by 2. This is the second question. It is also very simple for you. The concept is 1 by 2. So just by identifying the relation between a and c, then only you can easily crack this one. What is the relation? 4ac is equals to 1. 1 comma 1 is point of contact. That is y equal to x satisfies 1 comma 1 as well as that curve satisfies 1 comma 1. From that you get the result. C is equals to 1 minus a. Already we obtained the result 4ac is equals to 1. Just by solving these two, we obtain the point of value, that is a is equals to 1 by 2. Let us move for the third question for the same paragraph. This is the third question. Y equal to x is tangent to the parabola. Y is equals to ax square plus c. Same paragraph. So we have the relation 4ac is equals to 1. Am I correct or not? This is the relation between a and c. By making b square minus 4ac to 0. We have ax square minus x plus c equal to 0. Replace y by x. B square means 1 is equals to 4ac. So we have 4ac equals to 1. When c is equals to 2, the point of contact is what they are asking. C is equals to 2. When c equals to 2, 1 is equals to 8a. Implies the value of a is equals to 1 by 8. You have the value a is equals to 1 by 8. So your curve is what? Y is equals to a 1 by 8. 1 by 8 x square plus c. C is equals to 2. So we are substituting the values of a and c. C is given to you. From that you can calculate the value of a and substitute there. You have the curve. So y is equals to 1 by 8 x square plus 2 is the curve. For that curve y equal to x is tangent. For that curve y equal to x is tangent. Y equal to x is the tangent. So substitute y is equal to x here. We get the quadratic. From that you can easily find the point of contact. So x is equals to 1 by 8 x square plus 2. We mean x square minus 8x plus 16 equal to 0. So it is quadratic equation. Clearly it's b square minus 4ac must and should be 0, or you may write x minus 4 whole square equal to 0. Implies x equal to 4. So x coordinate of the point of contact is 4. On substitute the line in y equal to x, we obtain y is also 4. So you get the point of contact as 4 comma 4, my dears. This is the point of contact. Option D is correct. So substitute 4 comma 4 itself also. This is 4. 16 by 8. So 2. 2 plus 2 4. So 4 comma 4 lies on both the curves. So when c is equals to 2, the point of contact to that curve with respect to the tangent y equal to x is what? 4 comma 4. So you can play the solutions by knowing the simple technique of that paragraph. So what is the key role to this paragraph? 4ac equal to 1 is the simple technique. Just by equating the b square minus 4ac to 0, then immediately we obtain the relation between a and c. One of the value they are given to you, either a or c. From that you can find the another unknown value, and we are going to move for the finding the point of contact or a value or c value to this paragraph question. So one and only thing is just by substituting the line in the curve, make b square minus 4ac to 0 because the line is tangent to the curve. Suppose if it is well-known curve, you can apply the conditions itself. Suppose it is of the form y square equal to 4ax, just y square equal to 4ax. You may apply directly c equal to a by m. If it is ellipse, you can apply c square equal to a square m square plus b square. For hyperbola, c square equal to a square m square minus b square, but that is unknown curve. So some unknown curves are known to you. One line is tangent to that one. You just substitute the line in that curve, make b square minus 4ac to 0. Immediately we obtain the condition. So we are substituting the curve in that line and make b square minus 4ac equal to 0 only for second degree curves. Second degree curves. If you go for the third degree curves, the tangent at some point intersects the curve again at some point. So if you take y equal to x cube, the tangent at any point intersects the curve again at the another point. Understand? So we are doing the technique b square minus 4ac equal to 0 for only up to second degree curves. Understand? So this is the relation 4ac is equals to 1 by making b square minus 4ac to 0, and from that you can crack all these things. Understand? So once if you have a concept on your mind commendably, then we can easily crack all these type of the problems. Okay, my dears, thank you very much.